Welcome to the Practical Money with Theo, where we turn complex money into simple systems. I'm your host, Theo, and today I'm very excited to present to you episode 4, Zero-Based Budgeting, Give Every Pound a Job. Before I go any further, the ideas from this episode reflect my own views and experiences. I'm not your financial advisor, and this is not personal finance advice. If you watched episode 3, you now know that most people don't have money problem. They have a system problem. Today, we are going deeper into that system. We are talking about budgeting, specifically the one budgeting method I personally use and believe in. But before we get there, let me ask you something. Have you ever checked your bank account mid-month and thought, where did it all go? You had a plan. You were going to be responsible, and somehow the money just disappeared. Like socks in a washing machine, you put 2 in and 1 comes out. Nobody knows what happened. Zero-based budgeting sounds scary, like you're budgeting to have zero money. That's not what it means. Nobody's going to send you home with empty pockets. What it means is this: every pound you earn gets assigned a job before a month begins. Income minus expenses equals 0. Not because you've spent everything, but because every pound is allocated. Some goes to bills, some to savings, some to investing, some to fun, but nothing is just floating around unassigned. Think of it like a football manager before a match. Every player has a position. Nobody's just standing in the middle of the pitch, wondering what to do. That's your money without a budget, by the way, standing in the middle of the pitch, confused. Here is how it works in practice. You start with your income at the top. Let's say you bring in £3,000 a month. You then assign every single pound before the month starts. For example, £900 goes to rent or mortgage, £300 to groceries, £200 transport, £150 utilities, £200 emergency fund, £300 investing, £150 personal spending, £800 everything else such as subscriptions, eating out, kids, whatever applies to you. Total £3,000, 0 left over. Not because you're broke, because every pound has a job. Now, I want to be fair. Zero-based budgeting is not the only method out there. Let me quickly mention 2 others you've probably heard of. The first one, the 50-30-20 rule, made famous by Senator Elizabeth Warren in her book All Your Worth. According to this method, 50% of your income goes to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings. Simple, easy to remember, great starting point for beginners. The problem? Life doesn't always divide itself into neat thirds. Try, for example, telling your landlord he only gets 50%. He will not care. It's a good framework. It can be too rigid, however, or too loose, depending on your situation. The second method, the envelope method, popularized by Dave Ramsey, the author of the book, The Total Money Makeover. According to this method, you put physical cash into envelopes. For example, 1 envelope for groceries, 1 for petrol, 1 for entertainment, and so on. When the envelope is empty, you stop spending. Simple as that. Brilliant concept. Very effective psychologically because handing over physical cash hurts in a way that tapping a card never does. The challenge in 2026, most of us don't carry cash anymore. Nobody's putting cash in an envelope for their Netflix subscription. Unless Netflix starts accepting envelopes, which would be a very interesting business model. So why do I prefer zero-based budgeting over these methods? 3 reasons. Reason 1, it is intentional. You make decisions about your money before emotions get involved, before you are tired, before payday excitements kick in, before your friends invite you to somewhere expensive. Reason 2, it is flexible. Unlike the 50-30-20 rule, the zero-based budgeting doesn't force you into percentages. If your rent is 60% of your income this month, you work with that reality. You adjust everything else accordingly. Reason 3, it works for any income. Whether you bring in $1,500 a month or $15,000 a month, the principle is the same. Every pound gets a job. A budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. So how do you actually start? Step 1, know your income. Write down exactly how much comes in each month after tax and no guessing. Step 2, list your expenses. And I mean every expense, including the ones you forget about, such as annual subscriptions, car servicing, birthday presents, and so on. Step 3, assign every pound. Go through your income and allocate it. Needs first, savings second, and wants third. Step 4, track it. Use an app, a spreadsheet, or a notebook. The tool doesn't matter here. The habit, however, does. Step 5, adjust monthly. No 2 months are identical. December, for example, cost more than June. Your budget should reflect that. Everything I've shared today in this episode is backed by solid financial thinking. Please check for useful resources with links in the descriptions below. So, to summarize, zero-based budgeting is not about being restrictive. It's about being intentional. Every pound you earn deserves a destination. Give your money a job before it gives itself one. And trust me, left to its own devices, your money will always find somewhere to go. And it is usually somewhere you didn't plan for. If this was useful, subscribe to the Practical Money with Theo. Share it and drop a comment. Drop a comment because I want to know. Have you ever tried budgeting? If so, what worked and what didn't work? In the next episode, we are going even deeper. We are going to talk about debt, how it works, how it traps you, and how to get out. Fix your system and fix your money. I will see you next week. Bye.